It's just so funny that the day after I post about my 9 to 5, I get laid off. Like,
whoa. 11:30 in the morning, and this is my third time crying.
I got my 2 first comments on my last video and it has really made me so happy. You guys really gave me the motivation to film right now, even though I've been bed rotting almost all day. And I tried to do some filming earlier, but I couldn't really get all of the words out of me. So I'm really sorry if it's like super choppy. I just have so many thoughts and it's all connected. So again, if I go in circles or whatnot, please give me some grace. The moment my manager was like, I have so-and-so here with me today, I was like, oh God. Because I did not know that there's gonna be another person in this call. She was able to tell me that I have the option of just ending now or staying the full 2 weeks. Wait, okay. Yeah. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, hear me out. We just gonna trust the process. And I knew, like, I was like, I'm gonna stay the whole 2 weeks. I just want to end on good terms. I'm also like devoted to doing my best work. For better or for worse, I knew that that was gonna be my answer. I wrote a list of people that have made an impact on me or who I've crossed paths with or like connected with, especially people of color, because I feel like I really need their support right now. And I'm probably gonna go to Korea a little bit longer than I thought I was because I'm fired now. Maybe the only thing good coming out of being laid off, I have a 30 under 30 bucket list, and one of the things is to do a solo travel, which I was really intending on hitting this year, but I was gonna do like a domestic trip. So to make it an Asia trip does make me really happy. Right after I graduated college, it was COVID and I was unemployed for so long, no one was hiring. I understand the uncertainty because I'm going through that again right now, like how anxious it is about not finding a job. The market doesn't wait for you. Going through that in 2020 and going through what I'm going through now, I'm telling myself that I trust myself to be able to find a job. I trust myself that I'll be able to take care of myself in the future after all of this. So I really do need to take this rare opportunity and travel. As someone that has always said how amazing would it be if I could, in between jobs, have a month to travel. This is not the perfect situation because I don't have a job lined up, but this is still a chance to practice what I preach. Reminder that solo travel will push you out of your comfort zone and give you the confidence that nothing else can. I always want to tell someone to travel before you get a new job. I am very lucky to have the chance to work, be paid, to have saved, so I can use it on this rainy day or rainy period. Last time I was in Japan, all the girls do not play on their hair. How in Korea, it's all about skin. Like, everyone has such good skin. In Japan, everyone has such good hair. Obviously, I love blue. I got my color analysis done about 2 years ago in Korea, and my best color was basically like this deep blue, and that has altered the trajectory of my life. Now blue just follows me everywhere. How should I do this? And I'm stubborn. Okay. 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 There are people in corporate that do care about you genuinely. I guess I'm just really grateful for the amount of support that I did get and I am getting so far. That's not to say that I do think there's some people that were out to get me, but I want to practice what I preach. It's time to practice what I preach. I must stay the course. I can't let myself see this as a setback. Rejection is redirection, and I want to use this as motivation. I want to still make my 2025 the best year that I can, take full advantage of it. Ever since I found out so far, I have taken some steps forward and I have paused a little bit just to give myself some time to rest. We are trying to avoid burnout. I want to keep my momentum going. I want to use this to push me forward, but we're preventing burnout at the same time.
Maybe it's another slide.
Bigger slide.
Oh my god, the line is so long. It must be a longer slide.
Which means don't push myself too hard. Okay, now let's talk about college. For the first comment I ever got, thank you, they ask, how did you decide on your uni course? Let me just preface what I did in uni. I waited till the very last second before picking my major. You're forced to pick your major by sophomore year, and that's what I did. I was waiting and waiting because I could not decide for the life of me. I know a lot of people run into the, oh, I really like everything, but there isn't one thing I like. I feel like I was a little bit of the opposite. I didn't really like anything. I was good, did pretty well in school. It's just none of it really stood out to me. So I chose psychology. Psychology felt the most right to me out of the options that I saw. Keep in mind, I didn't know like 50% of the options that were listed. Like I was like, what the is human resources? No one had ever taught me what human resources is. I also didn't think I was smart enough. I think I really lowballed myself, self-sabotaged myself. I'm really glad I got into the university that I did. It's a very well-known university in my area, and I think it's the best university in my state. My high school grades were good. I wasn't on honor roll or anything, but I did do like the National Honor Society, which is for people that do have good grades. I do think my extracurriculars also got me in. I did a lot with Asian clubs and dance club and cultural things, so I was involved in the university's events as well from an early age. Thought I would fail if I shot for something too high like a doctor or a lawyer, so I omitted that very early on. I knew I liked hearing stories. I always was curious about myself and figuring out like, why am I like this, or why do I think that, or why did I say that, or why did I act that way? And even with other people, I was always asking like, why are they the way they are? Like I was always just curious how human behavior works. I also wanted my major to be beneficial to me outside of work too. And now that I think about it, like almost every major can be beneficial to you outside of work. While you're picking your courses, you should think about your top hobbies. Keep your first one as a hobby. Choose your second or third hobby as your major or your job. I chose psychology because I said that, oh, I could go back to school and become a psychologist or a therapist again if I wanted to. So at least I have psychology as a bachelor's. If I want to go back to school, then I could. I have that option of going back to school.
Whoa.
What?
You look. You look good in that one.
I don't think I will go back to school. I think I would cry too much. There are a couple majors I wish I did if I were to be in college again. I would do event management, translator. I took Korean for 2.5 years.
보고 싶었어. 진짜? 응. 얼마나?
많이.
어떻게? 잘 지냈어?
Well, that was authentic. 잘 지냈어.
I think it'd be really cool to be a translator, get to go to Korea to translate, or like meet people here and translate for them. I also would have been interested in marketing communications. That's like the girly pop side of marketing. And obviously HR and talent management. Psychology is very close to HR because it's all about people. Okay, the second comment I got, thank you. I really appreciate your comment. Go for it. I wish I documented my college years myself, just to be able to like look back, because your college years, best years of your life. I'm telling you right now. Okay, hardest years, but also best years of your life. If I could just go to college without studying, like that'd be the best time of my life. Create more than you consume in any realm. Create more than you consume. Create more than you consume. There's like just one thing, doing like something that you've been wanting to do, that's like enough for you to not want to do it. So how can we remove those roadblocks? How can we make it easy for you to do it? So for me, I bring my camera with me. If I don't take it out, it's fine, but at least I have it with me and I have the option of turning it on. Another thing is like exposure therapy in a way. It was especially hard for me to bring it out around where there's strangers. I did it and no one said a single thing. And if they did, it would be fine either way. Also, I just think about what I look at on my For You page and I will watch anything. There's so much beauty in everyone's life. A couple things I wish I did in college is not to put all my eggs in one basket. Because I was active in that college before I went to college, I ended up not being as active anymore. But then I didn't get to hang out with like the people my age. My regret was not to diversify my time with other things as well. Wish I was volunteering for other culture clubs if I couldn't be on board. Like your 20s is your very transformative era, especially for your career as you kickstart it. So I'm really happy to talk about it. My work does revolve heavily around working with university students too. So I'm happy to give like career advice or like interview advice, job search advice too. So yeah, if you have any questions there, let me know. I wish I talked to more people and just be like, hey, like, what's your major? And ask them, why did you pick your major? What got you there? I also really recommend talking to people older than you. The juniors, the seniors, the grad students, talk to the professors, your parents' friends, talk to your parents, talk to anyone that you know that's older than you and ask them, like, what do you do for work? How did you get there? Stalk people on LinkedIn and just see like their job history, see how did they get there. If there's anyone that you're like, whatever they're doing, I kind of want to do that too. See what you think you would like in your life too that they have. What's your work environment like? Do you see yourself in an office, in a lab, working from home, traveling for work? Want to work with other businesses or do you want to work with customers and consumers? Do you want to revolutionize the future? That is where the money is at. I know someone that went into AI years ago. Let me just tell you, I was sick hearing that number. I was so sick. Right out of college, sick. Given that's if you want to hustle, make a lot of money right off the bat, all power to you. Told myself anything that will just let me have work-life balance, I would love that. I would love that a lot. As you are job hunting, for me, my top things I look for in a company are work-life balance and diversity, especially diversity in leadership. As you look at companies and evaluate for internships, if you can, please do an internship. When you're interviewing with them, make sure you ask questions like that. What are you guys doing for D&I? With the current climate right now, I would be so curious what they say to you. You are spending the most time with your manager, and your manager can have a big impact on your well-being. If you're spending more time with your manager than you are with your partner or with your family or with your friends, think about that. When you're interviewing, make sure you're vibing with this manager. Make sure that you are not seeing any red flags that they're going to ruin your life. Okay, I think that's all I have to say for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video.